Hello, hello, my friends. The spring Sephora sale kicks off today for VIB Rouge members, and I thought it would be fun to share with you guys today what's on my wish list. 3 products that I would highly recommend for you to pick up, 1 product for you to avoid, and then also just share my general thoughts with you about this sale. So if you are curious to see any of those things, make sure that you keep watching. I will make sure to have all of the dates and discount amounts linked in the description box down below. But as it has been for the past couple of years, Rouge Access gets 20% off, VIB gets 15% off, and Insider gets 10% off. I believe that VIB and Insider can start shopping on Tuesday the 18th. VIB Rouge gets to start today shopping. So the discount code can also be used multiple times. It's not just a one-time code, so you can go back and order more if you would like to. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into what is on my wish list. All right, let's go ahead and start off with a product that is likely going to be a restock. It is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. I have used this for about 1.5 years now. I'm sorry, you guys, I keep getting a hair that wants to gravitate into my mouth here. But I have been using this product for about 1.5 years, and my 14-year-old daughter also likes this product. We do find that it is not irritating, but it does seem to keep our pores a little bit clearer. I have noticed a decrease of breakouts with this. And this is a Paula's Choice product that has worked out pretty well for me. I've kind of gotten to the point with my skincare routine that I'm interested in trying out new things, but I'm also a little bit leery because I don't want to get breakouts and then have to go through the hassle of all of the returns. So I do believe that I will be picking this one up again. All right, a product that just landed on my wish list is this Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance Illuminating Body Cream. Now, I have not smelled this fragrance yet, so this may or may not, depending on what it smells like, make its way into my cart. But this literally just popped up for me right before I started filming this. And you guys know that I actually really enjoy a lot of the Sol de Janeiro scents. I, of course, love the original Boom Boom cream. I actually already have one of those for this summer. It's like my summer staple scent. Absolutely love it. I wasn't crazy about the Coco Cabana cream, but I do also like the light pink one. I want to say it's like the Bea Fleur. And then they also have the vitamin C, the like kind of more coral colored one. I do like that. I am planning to make my way into a Sephora before the sale begins. Obviously, you guys are seeing this on Friday, the 14th, I believe. But I am pre-filming this a couple of days ahead of time, and I do plan to make my way into a Sephora prior to the sale starting. So I'm going to hopefully find this in store and get a whiff of it and see if it's something that I would pick up, but that has piqued my interest. Let's see, I have a couple of Farmacy skincare products on my list here. So one of them is the 10% Niacinamide Night Mask. I also have, let's see, what's the other Farmacy product that was just on here on my, your wish list sometimes is all over the place. But the other product that I'm interested in is the Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner with azelaic acid. I did see my friend Melanie talking about this product a couple of weeks ago. This is a new release from Farmacy. It is supposed to help with any kind of dark spots. I do notice in the summertime, obviously because I'm out in the sun a little bit more, that some of the sun damage that I accumulated 20 years ago when I was, I've been accumulating it all my life, but I think the majority of it came 20 years ago when I was in tanning beds quite a bit and obviously not wearing SPF on a daily basis. What has happened is that I feel like every summer I seem to notice that sun damage on my face a little bit more when I'm not wearing makeup or just doing like a tinted SPF type of day. The only thing that I'm going to hesitate on purchasing any kind of Farmacy products during this sale is that the Farmacy website oftentimes runs better discounts, or they will bundle products together and combine them with discounts. Plus Rakuten usually gets sometimes I can get 10 to 15% cash back with them. So I'm not really sure that this would be the time that I would pick up these Farmacy products. I also have some other skincare that's doing a good job right now in my collection, and I'm not really in need of any new skincare. So I don't know if that one's going to make it into my cart, but yeah, that's just something that is on my wish list here. All right. A brand that I really like the formula of, but again, is also very pricey. This is the Pat McGrath Labs, the Divine Bronze Luxe Eyeshadow Palette in, what is this? This is the new release, Venusian Sunrise. It looks like a very, I don't want to say warm, but it's a neutral colored palette. It's got these gold shimmers in it. It looks really, really pretty, you guys. However, it's an eyeshadow quad and they want $58 for it. So even with a 20% discount, we're still looking at like almost $47 after taxes. That's still a lot of money for a quad. Now, I really do like the Pat McGrath eyeshadow formula. I also have the Mothership Divine Rose palette on my wish list. I don't know, you guys. They look so beautiful and I would love to pick them up right now. However, like I said, I'm at a point where I have a lot of eyeshadow in my collection that I really enjoy. And as much as I love the Pat McGrath formula, I don't think I can really justify spending, well, that palette alone, like I said, would probably be about $47 after the discount. And the one that I really want, the Divine Rose one, is $128. So with 20% off, I'm gonna take about $25 off of that, add back in some tax. I don't know, you guys, that seems like an awful lot of money. Plus, on top of that, the only Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette that I do own is the Mothership, the Moonlit Seduction one. It was the one that was released last year. I love it. It's beautiful. I love the formula. However, I picked that up when it was 40% off on the Pat McGrath website. So knowing that they offer a sale at some point throughout the year where they're going to be giving that big of a discount makes me a little bit hesitant to purchase this palette, either of these palettes, quite frankly, during this sale. The only thing that still intrigues me about that little quad is that I do think that it would be nice for travel. I do have some travel plans coming up this summer. And so that's the only thing that's like trying to lull me over to the dark side with it. But I don't know. I don't know if that one's going to be making it into my collection, but it is new and it looks very pretty and it's a neutral and it looks perfect for summertime. So I don't know. Okay, a product that I feel like people have always had on their Sephora hauls, and it's not like a super exciting product, but I've never tried it, are the Shiseido Facial Cotton. I have never tried this product, but I do like to have a nice facial cotton to use sometimes if I need to go in and remove excess eye makeup, or maybe I'm applying a toner to my face. I do like to have something soft, so I am interested in that. My friend Samantha, hi Samantha, she is one of my subscribers, and then we've also chat quite a bit over via DM on Instagram. She was telling me that she really likes this Dr. Jartt Premium BB Tinted Moisturizer with Niacinamide in it and SPF 40. So this is, you know, kind of, it's supposed to be like a lightweight, tinted moisturizer. Now, I did swatch this in store last week, and it does seem to give quite a bit of coverage to it. It also seemed rather dark. I picked up the light medium shade. It says it's a multitasking niacinamide powered cream with a natural looking finish that hydrates, conceals, and protects. The only thing that's giving me a little bit of pause with this one is that it is a mix of mineral and chemical sunscreens. And, you know, the niacinamide in there, my skin can be very funny. Sometimes it likes niacinamide, but in very small doses. And the same thing with chemical sunscreens. Sometimes if I wear them too many days in a row, my skin will start to break out. So that's the only thing that's giving me a little bit of pause. Plus, I also have a lot of foundation, similar to like how I was saying that I really like what I have in my eyeshadow collection. I'm pretty content with what is in my foundation collection right now. I have that Chanel Vita Lumiere. That's one that I like to reach for in the summertime. So again, it's on my wish list. That retails for $44, so it's not cheap, but it is a product that has piqued my interest. I did get a fragrance sampler card from Sephora, you know, when they were advertising this event. And one of the fragrances that piqued my interest is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. So I have the Rollerball perfume on my wish list right now. Now, at the time of this filming, it is currently listed as out of stock. The Rollerball is listed for $34, so that's a lot of money. But I do like the fragrance. It's very feminine, kind of floral. Let me see here. Yeah, it says warm florals. The key notes are mandarin, ylang ylang, and vanilla. I actually really like it. I don't like the original Good Girl, but this one is soft and pretty. I'm not sure that it's necessarily a fragrance that I would get a lot of use out of in the summertime though. And right now my mind is just totally on, you know, yes, I have spring fragrances and I actually like a lot of the spring fragrances that I have right now. So this to me seems more like it would be a spring appropriate fragrance. For me personally, I'm very seasonal in these things. You can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I feel like I'm gonna have to change the title of this video to watch me talk about the products that are on my wish list and talk myself out of buying them. Although that's not always a bad thing. Maybe you're in the same boat as me. All right, a product that I do know for sure, it is already sitting in my cart and I will be purchasing it during this sale. This is the Ouai St. Bart's Moisturizing Body Cream. Now I do have a 1 ounce sample of this. I did get this as like, they had like a promo code with one of my other purchases that I recently made at Sephora. Oh my word, you guys. This smells so good for summer. This is, this makes me think of a fragrance I would wear if I were a very wealthy woman who has a yacht parked in Newport Harbor, if you live in Southern California. It reminds me of a slightly more sophisticated version of the new Bath & Body Works Cocoa Paradise, which I do have that as well, but this is more sophisticated. It's a little bit more floral, beachy. Oh man, this is really, really good. I got this sample and I think I heard Lisa D1 talking about this fragrance and she was like, oh, if you want to smell like summer, this is the fragrance to get. And she was absolutely right. So that one is already sitting in my cart. Let's see here. I have a Supergoop SPF Bestsellers Kit. This is actually more so in my wish list for my teenage daughter. She absolutely loves the brand Supergoop for her facial sunscreen. Another product that I stumbled across last week when I was in Sephora and it piqued my interest, this is the Milk Makeup Sculpt Cream Contour Stick. Now this retails for $24, but I will tell you that in person it's very, very small. Now contour, I'm actually okay with it being a little bit smaller because contour takes me a long time to get through. You know, I do apply it every day, but you really don't have to use a ton of it. I'm specifically looking at the shade Stoked. I have the Cosmetics bronzing stick in the shade Terra, and that is a very nice color because I feel like it's very neutral. It's not too cool, too warm, but I feel like it's slightly too light for me when I go into my darker summer shade when I start self-tanning. So that is why I am interested in this one. In fact, when I go into Sephora in a couple of days, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my why do I keep saying that? Cosmetic stick in my purse, and I think I'm gonna try swatching them side by side to see, you know, how they compare with one another. But this is one that has piqued my interest. I have not tried a whole lot from Milk Makeup, so you guys let me know if you own this product yet. Let's see, the Supergoop Glow Screen Sunscreen again is in there for my daughter. She really likes that product. She is 14 and she loves that very natural, illuminated, clean girl type of aesthetic. So I do have this one in my cart, or not my cart, on my wish list here. It is in the shade Champagne. And who knows, maybe we'll pick that up for her or not. Another perfume that has piqued my interest is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is a fairly new release. This roller ball, is this a roller ball or is it a spray? They want $25 for it, which I feel like, I mean, okay, it is a spray. I mean, $25 is kind of a bit. With 20% off, it's gonna be $20. And actually, because I have enough fragrance in my collection, it actually will take me a while to get through this. I have not smelled this in person. I have heard that it is carried at the Sephora that I will be going to in a couple of days. So I hope to get my nose on it prior to the sale starting. But that would be beneficial. I did try the Kayali Vanilla fragrance and I do like that. That is also on my wish list. I don't think I'll be picking it up this time because I feel like that is more of a fragrance that I would wear in the fall and winter. But yeah, I'm really curious about this new fragrance. I've heard that it's very sweet, but I am a type of person, I love pistachio scents. So I'm thinking I might like that one. All right, another product that is on my wish list. I don't think I need to repurchase this just yet, but I always keep it on my wish list, is the Moroccan Oil Curl Defining Cream. Now, clearly, I don't have curly hair. Well, maybe if you haven't been here with me, you don't know that. I don't have curly hair, but my daughter does, and this has been the best product for her very thick, wavy hair to control the frizz, to give some definition to her curls without making it look crunchy. I would highly, highly recommend this if you have medium thickness or thicker hair and it's curly and you are wanting to maybe control it a little bit more for the summertime here. My daughter does apply this at night after she showers, and then she goes ahead and puts on, my husband kind of laughs at her every time and she's cool with it, but puts on, it almost looks like a chef's hat, but it's like one of those satin sleeping bonnets over it, and her curls look beautiful the next day. So that is a product that stays on my wish list. It is retailing for $36, so if you are in the market for wanting a new curl cream, then that would be one to pick up. All right, the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Blushed, or Flushed, Powder Flushed. That sounds like an incomplete name for a blush. All right, so it's these new blushes that I think are like a cream to powder. The specific shades that I am looking at are Dancing Queen, which is a vivid plum, and that is because I don't really own any other products like that in my collection already. Actually, no lies, I did just get a Merit, is it like their Flush Stick or Flush? I got like a little mini of it, and it is kind of in this plummy shade. I need to try that out a little bit more. But this shade intrigues me. I don't normally gravitate towards colors like this. It's a very like vibrant, almost violet purple. It's described as a vivid plum. And then the other shade that has piqued my interest is Rosé in Brunch. It says it's a neutral rosy pink. Now, the only thing, you know, I want to be able to swatch these in store before I purchase, because the only thing that's holding me back on purchasing this is that I did just pick up another blush. I will tell you which one it is at the end of this video. That was already on my wish list, but I was afraid that it would be sold out before the sale. And so I've already picked it up. And I just want to see, like, are the colors similar or are they completely different? Because I definitely don't like to have repetitive shades in my collection, even though if you were to look at all of my lip gloss, that's what it's doing. Speaking of repetitive shades with lip gloss, let's talk about a product that is still on my wish list. I think this has been on here since Christmas time. This is the Pat McGrath Mini Lip Shine Trio in the shade Nude Venus. I think this is like 3 minis, and it's $25, which I actually think is a pretty decent price. It does come with, let's see, a must-have mini nude lip trio of a Lust Gloss, Permagel Lip Pencil, and a Divinal Lip Shine. So again, this is in the shade Nude Venus. You guys know me, I love a nude lip. Every once in a while, I'll go outside of my comfort zone, but especially during this time of year, I generally am not wearing a bold lip. I'm usually going for nude lips. So this one has caught my eye. I'm trying to remember if Pat McGrath, if there is a, what is it? I want to say a stand, not a stand, a display, a Pat McGrath display at my Sephora. I don't recall seeing one there, but I would really like to, like a lot of you, I would like to be able to swatch some of these things before I purchase them, because I don't want to be wasteful. Here's a product that I have on my wish list, and I have actually already purchased it, and I'm going to tell you why at the end. But this is the Makeup Forever, the HD Skin Matte Velvet Long Wear Blurring Powder Foundation. So this is their reformulated foundation. I've heard a lot of hype about this on social media, and it caught my eye because as I am traveling throughout the summer, I am looking for a good powder foundation. I have a great brush for that. It is the BK Beauty, is it their 105? It's their very thick, it's like a very thick brush. It is perfect for powder foundation. I've been using it with another powder foundation that I recently picked up, but Makeup Forever did have a 30% off friends and family sale a couple of weeks ago. So I went ahead and picked that up, knowing that this was already on my Sephora sale wish list and knowing that 30% was a better discount than 20%. I have not yet tried it out though, because it is in what I anticipate will be my summer shade. And I'm going to start self-tanning this weekend. So I will keep you guys updated on that, but that is a product that was on my wish list. I guess I've still left it on there, but yeah, if you're interested in it, this might be a good time to pick it up. Maybe. I have the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. You guys know that I love the Soft Matte Foundation. It is the most full coverage foundation that I own. It lasts all day. Now there are some tricks and tips I feel like to getting a nice coverage, or not a nice coverage, but like a nice finish with it. And I've heard some mixed reviews on this new Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. I have it specifically in the shade Cove is what I am looking at. I don't think I'm actually going to pick it up though, because I do have a couple of powders in my collection that I already really enjoy, and they're still pretty full, so I don't really need a new powder. I have powders that I enjoy already. I like the Hourglass Mineral Veil, or is it Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I have that one. I have two from Kosas in my winter shade and my summer shade. Their Cloud Set Powder, that's a good one. And I also have, what else? What other one do I have in there? The Charlotte Tilbury powder. So I've already got enough powder that I can probably work my way through, but it is on my list. The Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Buildable Coverage. What is this? Coverage Crease Proof Concealer. Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to read all of this on here for you. I know Charlotte Holcroft really likes this concealer. Again, I have some concealers that I'm pretty happy with already, so I don't know if this is really like, I mean, let's be honest, all of these are wants. None of them are necessities, but I don't know. What's your experience with this one, you guys? All I need it really for is like maybe a summer shade of an under eye concealer. What has been your experience with that one? Trying to look through the rest of this here. I have the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. From what I have heard, this works really well as like a primer before putting on your, foundation. But again, I have two primers already in my collection that I am enjoying, currently using the Hourglass Vanish primer. That one has been really good for me. And so I don't know, it's doing a good job of blurring. So do I really need this? No, but it looks pretty. All right, you guys. So I guess this has kind of turned into not like an anti-haul, but just, really talking things through. I feel like I'm talking things through with a friend right now of, do I really need this, or is this worth the money right now? I don't know, you guys. We'll see what I end up coming home with. And I think part of the reason why I am saying like, oh, I don't think that I'm going to buy this right now is, A, we have summer travel coming up and I'd like to allocate my money to do a little bit more fun vacation type of things right now. B, like everybody, I'm feeling the pinch of things just costing a lot more. But also, I know that a lot of these brands directly sell these products at a much bigger discount. So I would say, unless you are VIB Rouge, or you're like trying to restock a product that like you're actually out of right now and you need it right now, I would say that quite frankly, you guys, this sale is really not that great of a deal. I think that if there are maybe like some gift sets or like those Sephora favorites collections, which I keep looking on here, I feel like they haven't released any new of those Sephora favorites. Like that last year they had like a vacay all day and they had the lash stash to go. Those were good deals because you could get those purchased at a discount and you usually had a coupon to redeem for another product out of that bundle. But I'm not seeing any of those coming up this year, or any ones that I'm really interested in. They did release one on sunscreen, I think, but I've got enough sunscreen. I don't need that. But anyways, what I wanted to say is that I don't really feel like the deals are that great during this sale. I feel like there are some people who look forward to it and they set aside money in their budget for it, and that's great. And you're probably maybe the ones who are watching this video, getting some ideas about how to put your list together. But I also just want to speak to a lot of you who maybe you're battling FOMO, or maybe you're just thinking like, I just can't afford a lot of that stuff right now. I'm here to tell you it's okay. Like, honestly, I'm looking at this and going, wow, I have been able, you've seen, to be able to talk myself out a lot of these products because I'm like, either A, I just don't feel that crazy about them right now, or B, I just know that there's going to be a better deal somewhere down the line, a la that Pat McGrath sale for 40% off, usually around Black Friday. So I don't know, you guys, I feel like you can usually get a better deal with the brand websites themselves, or there's other e-commerce websites like eCosmetics frequently gives out 25%, 30% off products. They do carry a lot of these brands like Moroccan Oil, for example, is one where that's where I get a lot of my products from. Derm Store, Skin Store, a lot of them also carry a lot of these high-end products, and I feel like they run some just as competitive, if not better, sales. So with that being said, I will say that there are 3 products that I would recommend picking up during this sale if you are looking for recommendations. One, the product of the year last year, and you guys know me, if I'm gonna recommend a product, I'm gonna go big or go home here. The Gucci bronzer, if you have had your eye on it and it is within your budget, I would say this is the time to go ahead and pick it up because I don't really see a whole lot of discounts ever on Gucci products. And it is a beautiful bronzer. I honestly do not reach for any other bronzer in my collection. I've either decluttered them or given them to my teenage daughter because I don't use any other bronzer but that one. The packaging is absolutely beautiful on it, and I find that the undertone, I have it in the shade 2, I think it's the shade 2. The undertone is absolutely flawless for me and would highly recommend that. The second product that I would recommend are the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blushes. I now own them in 3 shades. I have it in the shade Bliss, the shade Hope, and I recently picked it up in the shade, is it Virtue? No, Worth. Worth is the one that I picked it up. It's kind of that true rose color. That is the product that was sitting on my wish list, but I did go ahead and pick it up last week when it released because I was a little bit concerned that it was going to go out of stock before the Sephora sale began. And Rare Beauty is a brand, in my experience, that oftentimes they take quite a while to restock their products. So I wanted to get it ahead of the sale. But those products, I really love that liquid blush formula. First off, it's relatively inexpensive in comparison to maybe some other blushes that are offered at Sephora. I want to say it's like a $20 price point, which is not very high. But you really need to put 1 dot on the back of your hand. You put your brush in it. I tend to use like a BK 106. And then I go ahead and just stipple it on my cheek. And if I want, like today I used it in the shade Bliss, and I just stippled it on, and then I went ahead and put another dot on there, put it in, and then went ahead and blended it out. But I find that the lasting power on it is amazing. Blends out very easily, looks very natural. So I would recommend that product. And then the third product that I would recommend is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That is my holy grail setting spray. It has been pretty much since it released. There's no alcohol in it. I find that it extends the wear of my makeup, and it also just gives a very nice finish to my foundation and powder products. The product that I'm going to tell you to watch out for, or maybe steer clear of, because I have a feeling it might be on quite a few of your wish lists right now. I, again, picked it up last week when it released because I wanted to try it out ahead of the Sephora sale. I wanted to, just see what all the fuss was about on it. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to end up returning it. It is the new Rare Beauty Lip Oils. This is a very good product if you are looking for a lip stain. I feel like this is incorrectly labeled or incorrectly named. This is not a lip oil. Yes, it feels like one when you initially put it on, but within 20 minutes of it drying down, my lips felt very, very dry. I wore it out to dinner the other night and I was like, oh, I have a lip oil with me. I don't need to pack my Jack Black lip balm. I don't need to pack another lip gloss. And I was seriously regretting that decision by the time I sat down at the table because my lips were already feeling so dry. I kept reapplying it thinking like, okay, maybe now I'll feel moisturized. No, my lips felt incredibly dry. However, the color that I got was in the shade Hope. It's a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful pinky shade, and I really like the shade of it. But the actual performance of it as a lip oil, I am the type of person that cannot stand the feeling of my lips being dry, my skin being dry. It almost is borderline like a sensory thing for me. I cannot stand that feeling. And so unfortunately for that reason, I feel like, I don't want to say that it's falsely advertised. I don't feel like there was any kind of like nefarious thing going on there, but I will caution you and say, if you are hoping that that is a good lip oil, run the other way. It's not that. It's very, very drying. If you are looking for a good oil, a good lip oil, if you're wanting to go high end, I've heard good things about the Dior. I haven't tried that one. The Bobbi Brown crushed lip oil I just picked up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. That is really nice. I'm wearing it on my lips today. It's very, very comfortable. And then the other product, if you want one from the drugstore, are those new NYX, I think they're called like the lip fat oil gloss, or it's a weird name. There's something like fat lip or fat oil. I don't know. I kind of thought like, who decided that would be a good name for this product? Because I don't know, the name is not very appealing, but fat lip drip oil or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, that is a really nice product, and that is very easy to put on and reapply, and you don't get that gloppy feeling. So I would definitely recommend either of those lip oils over that new Rare Beauty lip oil. Let me know in the comments down below what is on your Sephora wish list. Are you like me? Are you kind of feeling like, I mean, I still love makeup, but there's just nothing that is screaming to me that like, oh my goodness, you have to have this right now. Maybe are you at a point where you're pretty content with your makeup collection and maybe you just want to add one or two things? That's okay too. I would be curious to know. Let me know in the comment box down below. Don't forget that if you found this video helpful, to hit that thumbs up button. And if you are coming across my channel for the first time, hi, I am Katie. I would love for you to stick around. My content centers around some beauty and also some home fragrance, predominantly candles. I like to do reviews, I do hauls, I do empties, and I also have a series every week on my channel where I talk about 3 candles and 3 beauty products that I've been using throughout the week and just give you some feedback about how they are performing for me. So if that sounds like content that you want to stick around for, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next video, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.